Kenya's new constitution, Kenya's lifeline.
As a person with disability, the Constitution has brought me to the limelight. It has given me an identity. Under Article 54, I am recognized and protected.
Hakuna mwananchi sahi ataenda kwa serikali ati akaambia serikali tunaomba serikali tufanye hivi kwa sababu kila mmoja ametambua haki yake. Kwa hivyo huduma iko na lazima hudumiwe.
Amkeni Wakenya. During and after post-election violence, a number of civil society organizations, CSOs, and community-based organizations, CBOs, made interventions aimed at restoring peace and cultivating the process of national healing and reconciliation among different communities. Based on this combination of factors, a number of development partners came together in July of 2008 and established Amkeni Wakenya, previously called Civil Society Democratic Governance Facility, to spearhead a strong, well-funded, vibrant and independent civil society sector.
Since we implemented projects of UNDP Amkeni, we have had 2 other donors working with us immediately after working with UNDP Amkeni. So UNDP Amkeni found us when we are a little bit low in terms of the capacity, but they lifted us to a capacity that we are able to attract funding from other bigger donors.
To have worked with Amkeni Wakenya, and especially during the referendum period, we provided civic and voter education, and during that the voting during the referendum, women actually were allowed to make their own choice.
Amanu rabajo ore nkitengenar ya katiba na kilepunye intomonok isolaki tiatua armareta amu ore shirmare ilang na kironya bantomonok oleng.
I'm aspiring for that special seat kwa Bungoma County kwa walemavu, na kwa sababu katiba inanipa hiyo nafasi, ninaomba, though I may not be financially stable, but I know ofisi hika hapa inaweza kunishughulikia na kila hali, na nitajiona niko ndani ya Bungoma County.
Tulisoma from chapter to chapter na tukaambiwa mambo yetu yale yanatuhusu kama kina mama, ambaye nilipata kwa so much inspired. Nikapewa a lot of confidence in myself. I have decided to come and run for this seat, Pokot women rep in the whole county.
Amkeni Wakenya has been at the forefront to promote linkages between and among state and non-state actors in order to increase networking, learning and sharing of knowledge. They have succeeded where many failed.
I didn't know much on rights like rights on health, and like now that I know on rights on health education, I'm much empowered.
One of the greatest achievements for Amkeni Wakenya was a successful civic education during the referendum for the 2010 Constitution. Kenya's new constitution has been providing the framework for engagement with the more than 180 civil societies who have been undertaking work on various components of governance.
We're in Mandera, we're in Wajir, we're also, in as much as we are also in Nyanza. And the whole idea then is to work through these civil society organizations which are working within the communities to help them then promote democratic governance, including civic education and also hopefully voter education when the time comes.
So far, over 3 million people all over Kenya have benefited from the various programs spearheaded by Amkeni Wakenya. The youth have not been left behind in matters of peace and reconciliation, human rights and other vital programs.
Mheshimiwa amesoma katiba. Wewe umesoma katiba?
What people tend to understand what they see. They understand what they hear. If you put people in a class, they'll tend to drift away. But once they're seeing theater, they see their lives.
Tunaona tutakuwa na nguvu zaidi ya kuamua mahali tunataka development, kama ni barabara ama ni maji, kulingana na ile decision sisi tutakuwa tukimake, kwa sababu pesa zenye zimetoka huko zimekuja hapa mashinani.
People voted for accountability, for transparent government, for more equitability in Kenya. I think this was a very important step, and this constitution really sets a framework for reform.
I think one of the key achievements of Amkeni has to have reached some populations like the minority groups that were difficult to reach.
Nimewajengea shule, ushuru wetu.
Kingine.
Nimewajengea hospitali, ushuru wetu.
Amkeni will work in a way, or will continue to work in a way that will ensure that it awakens Kenyans to demand their rights for good citizenship. And I hope that Amkeni will continue to do this until such a time that the country is on a footing to progress into a democratic system of government in which all citizens feel they are stakeholders.
We have been able to train 10 schools through the support of Amkeni Wakenya. We have done training for students in the 10 schools. We have done training for non-teaching staff members of the 10 schools, and also of the teachers in the same 10 schools on peace and conflict management.
Although we are not fully healed, we still have a chance, we still have time by maybe trying to make such a project like this or national healing to be sustainable and actually to live and to remain with the community.